Now, here at home, the ANC in Mpumalanga has appointed Speedy Mashilo as its acting treasurer. That's after MEDA accused Mandla Msibi confirmed that he will step aside. The party has held its first provincial executive committee meeting today. Watching the proceedings and following the story for us is Lindokuhle Xulu. He's joining us now live. Good afternoon, Kapashe. The ANC's PEC says there was never an option for Msibi to start duties as a treasurer in the province. But I wonder, why did he stand in the first place when he was still facing these MEDA charges?
Well, good afternoon, Praten. The PEC is saying today that the step-aside resolution is quite clear to say that if you are accused of a serious crime, you need to step aside. And if you do not step aside, you do not comply with that resolution, then you would be suspended, as we've seen with other senior members of the ANC. But he was standing there as the treasurer candidate. And this was because the ANC says that while you are facing serious charges, at this stage, you are not necessarily barred from participating as a member of the ANC in terms of the conferences of the ANC that comes in terms of provincial as well as national. And in fact, they are saying that if there should be any interpretation of that particular a resolution to say whether you are able to stand or not, it will happen at the policy conference towards the end of the year. But as things stand, that resolution does not bar some of the members from actually participating as Mandla Msibi did. So today it was revealed that he has in fact made it clear that he will be stepping aside. He will comply with that step-aside resolution. But more than anything, we were also told that his replacement will be Speedy Mashilo, the deputy chairperson of the province. So he will be acting in his stead until he is cleared of his charges. So that is the setting right now. But they are saying that if he did not step aside, he would have been suspended, because the resolution is quite clear in that sense. But take a listen to what the replacement is and what the contingency is while he's trying to sort his issues out in terms of his pending case.
Our understanding, as we interpret, step aside, it means we're in compliance with your constitution to say you are innocent until proven guilty. How many members, there were allegations leveled against them, but those members were acquitted after. So you rather have him as per the wish of conference. Then after, when he's acquitted, he can come back and resume his function. If the case goes otherwise, then that's where the step down comes in. So you must differentiate between the two. There is a step aside, which temporary, because he's still a member in good standing, has all the rights, but are regulated. And then once there's a court decision, maybe that says you are sentenced to this. Because we must also interpret the constitution of the ANC. It says if you are found guilty without an option to fine, you can't stand for office. You must go and read our own constitution. If there's a possible fine, there's no case, closed.
Well, Lindokuhle, I understand that the ANC's Provincial Executive Committee is reporting that there seems to be buy-in from all its members there to unify.
They're saying that every member, including PEC members that were from different lobby groups, are coming together now. They have bought in terms of the idea of unifying. You remember the idea of unity was coming from that Nasrec conference in 2017 when they sang unity, unity Maqabane. But that hasn't spelled out in terms of the situation in many provinces. And that is why now we're seeing the perpetual call, the recurring call to say that members must unite. And Mpumalanga has set out to do exactly that. In fact, Mandla Msibi, the PEC leader, the chairperson of this province, said that the first thing he'll be doing is to actually disband all of the lobby groups and make sure that everyone comes together. What we are being reported in terms of what has been happening in terms of the first PEC meeting, we are told that members have unified, members have embraced each other, and they are ready to work together. Take a listen to that soundbite.
I think in Mpumalanga, it's for the first time, yeah? People expected the worst of us, Nopal. And it was peaceful. Everybody, even when there was high contestation in the top 5, but there was harmony, there was tolerance, there was political maturity. That is why you've seen other members who were contesting, shaking hands, accepting the results, making sure that they say, hey, now conference is done, you preferred me, but there is a leadership. We rally behind that leadership. And we appreciate and want to thank all our delegates who were in conference, all our media houses who were there to give the mood. You see, the weekend, it gave the ANC a better standing in the community, a better standing in our country. That mood we must maintain, we must sustain, and thank you for reporting correctly so, because 90% of the time, branches, they spend in commissions and engaging, making sure that they come up with a 4-year program of action of this PEC. This PEC, it is task-orientated. We are not there to say we must divide. We will unite the province. It's not a once-off event, the president said so, but it's a process. We must work on it.
Okay, that's where we end that report by Lindokuhle Xulu. Well, at the top of the hour at 4 o'clock, we'll bring you the latest news of